G'day guys, my name's Dave Trent and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. And in today's lesson I'll be teaching you how to play Numb by Linkin Park. Now like most of you, I was really shocked and saddened to hear about Chester's death. Linkin Park were probably the first heavy band that I ever listened to, and they've really influenced me as a musician. So this is going to be a bit of a tribute to Chester. I hope you rest in peace. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. For the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar in standard tuning and you'll need a capo on the second fret of your guitar. Now, I am aware that Linkin Park actually downtune their guitars when they play this live, but that's like a full band version, and I'm just going to teach you a really nice acoustic version. Alright, so let's start with the intro / verse. So we just have an easy 4-chord chord progression that goes E minor, then we have a C chord shape, then a G, then a D. Now in the intro we're just going to strum each chord once and hold it out. There's no strumming pattern. So the intro will sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. When we get into the heavy bit and the verse, we're going to implement a strumming pattern. It's a really easy strumming pattern that just goes like this. Down, down, up, up, down, up. And in succession, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And you're going to play that strumming pattern once for each chord, and the verse will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then we get to the first pre-chorus and we just have 2 lines of chords here. Our first line of chords goes C, then we have D, then E minor, and then G. We're going to strum each chord in this pre-chorus for 1 strumming pattern. And the second line of chords is just C and then D. So this first pre-chorus will just sound like this. Now we get to the chorus, which is really easy because we've already learnt it. It's just the same as the verse, and we're going to use the same strumming pattern there as well. Now the second pre-chorus is really easy. It's just 1 4-chord chord progression repeated twice. So we have our C, D, E minor, and then G. And we play each chord for 1 strumming pattern. So the second pre-chorus will sound like this. Next we get to the bridge, and the bridge has just 2 lines of chords, but we mix things up a tiny bit here. So our first chord is C, then we go to D, and they're just going to be played for 1 typical strumming pattern, which is our down, down, up, down, up. But then after these first 2 chords, there's 4 chords, and we change our strumming pattern up here a little bit. So our 4 chords are E minor, and then we go to a D / F sharp. So to play that, you'll take your index finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the 6th string. Middle finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then ring finger will go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. It's D / F sharp, then we go to G, and then we're going to play a G / B. Now that's the same as a G, except you're not going to hit your top 6th string. That's going to be muted, and your bass note is the 5th string, and that's G / B. Now each of these 4 chords is played with a down, down, up strumming pattern. And in succession, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And in total, the first line will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Then we get to our second line of chords, which is easy. It's C, we go to D for one strumming pattern each, and then we go to a B sus4. Now to play that, it's basically a B power chord on this 5th string. So index finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring and pinky go on the 4th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, and you just want to leave your 2nd and 1st strings ringing out. Like that. You don't want to hit the top 6th string, so leave that muted. And that's B sus4, and that's played for 3 strumming patterns. So in total, the full chorus will sound like this. And that's it for the rhythm. Now I'm going to teach you the lead guitar. Now for this lead guitar, I'm going to reference everything without a capo. So you can take your capo off, but you can leave your capo on, but just make sure when you're playing the notes up here in the tab, it's not relative to the capo and that it's global. So if I say 12th fret up here, you're playing 12th fret here, not 12th fret relative to the capo. So let's start with the intro riff, and we can actually break our intro riff up into 2 parts here. So for the first part, you're going to start with 14th fret with your middle finger here on the 2nd fret, and then your index finger will go to the 12th fret of the 1st string. So you'll hit 2nd string, 1st string, back to 2nd string. And then with your ring finger, you'll go to the 14th fret of the 1st string. And those 4 notes together. And then we have 2 notes after that, which go 17th fret of the 1st string, and then 16th fret of the 1st string. Now for the second section, our first 3 notes are the same, so 14th fret, 12th fret, 14th fret, and then we're going to go up to the 17th fret, go down to the 16th fret of the 1st string, and then end on the 17th fret of the 2nd string. So the second section sounds like this. Now you're going to repeat that first line twice, and then we have a little tag at the end that ends this intro. And that tag is essentially the same as the first 4 notes of this intro, which goes, and you just hold on that 14th fret. So in total, the intro sounds like this. Now the next lick we can learn is played in the pre-chorus and also all of the second verse. It's really easy, it's just 3 notes. We're going to play the 7th fret of the 2nd string with our index finger, and you can play the 9th fret of your 1st string with your ring finger. So we start by plucking the 2nd string, and then we go to the 1st string, and then back to the 2nd string. And that's it. You just repeat that over and again. So altogether it sounds like this. And in succession, when you play it over and over. Now we get to the chorus lead riff, and it's really easy. We're going to start with the same position that we had for that pre-chorus riff. So index finger here on the 7th fret, ring finger on this 9th fret of the 1st string. And we're just going to keep alternating between the 1st string and the 2nd string, like that, over and over again. So you're going to do that 3 times in this position. And then with your pinky finger, you go up to the 10th fret of the 1st string. You play 1 alternating picking pattern, so 1st string and 2nd string. And then we go back to the 9th fret here, play that for 2 picking patterns. And then you're going to lift your ring finger and bar down the 1st and 2nd string on that 7th fret with your index finger and play that for 2 picking patterns. And in total, it all sounds like this. and you just keep repeating that over and over. Now the last thing I need to teach you is the bridge. Now the bridge is pretty much the same as the chorus. We're going to play that chorus main lead 3 times, and then for our second line we have this 9 and 7 position, and we play that for 2 picking patterns. And then we lift our ring finger, play this 7 and 7 position for 2 picking patterns. Repeat that section twice, and then for our final section, it's just this 9 and 7 position, and that's played for 4 picking patterns. So altogether, this second line sounds like this. Now I'm going to be playing through the whole song in its entirety, and I'm going to have a vocal track on top for some context. So feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I'll be doing another Linkin Park Throwback Thursday next week to pay tribute to Chester. Make sure you head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on the updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, or requests below, guys, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.